Why are we getting so much money? What happened? Is there like a weird meta progression system in this game that like the further you get, the better your early runs are going to be? Because like I'm already sitting at $271 dues. That's a lot. No, it's not the skulls. This is the same amount of skulls that I had last time. Okay. Host body. Okay. I'm just gonna... Ooh. I think one thing that would have helped more last run is just sheer raw damage. We had HP, but you really just need enough HP to prevent you from getting one shot, and even then it's kind of a mixed deal. Because from my perspective, you only need enough HP so that you can, like, survive long enough to get in position to take over a new person. Whereas, like, damage transfers from character to character really well. I don't know. It's mostly just, like, as long as you have somebody to take over, you... Wow. Money. As long as you have somebody to take over, you will always be full health. It's just the question of, will you have somebody to take over or not? What the cash? Okay, I think something about the finances in this game changed drastically for the better, and I don't know what the deal is, but like, I think this solves the pacing problems. Because the biggest issues with this game was just going to be the fact that it's impossible to get money. But I already got $1,000. I'm having trouble hitting this guy. There we go. Frost damage over time. Hey. Alright. Pretty good. Let's just keep upping my B-ball. Let's see. Any other things for me to break? The answer does not. Yeah, there's that. Which has money in it. Just can't bring money over to the next chapter. Yeah, I can. I just usually spend it all. But we're getting to the point where... I could actually bring it with me. Oh. Yeah, so it looks like as I unlock stuff, certain things become more common. So, for example, we've got drug lords now as just kind of a common. And yeah, now we've also got the frost damage over time effects. So I'm not even sure how that factors in, considering everything. Yeah, maybe once you hit new zones, even if you die, it gives you more rewards after. I'd hope so. That'd be a really smart way to kind of handling progression in a game like this. Did I just pick up 200? Yeah, it's gotta be. Either that or this is a lucky run for whatever reason. But, like, that would be a really smart way of handling progression. Once you've clearly mastered an area, you just effectively constantly push them on to the next zone. Obviously, like, that does kind of mean the beginning areas are going to be a little too easy. At the same time, there's something kind of satisfying about just, like, absolutely ball blasting my way through everything. And this way you're not spending forever just kind of frustrated. Being like, okay, and now I'm back to the beginning again, over and over and over again. I brought up Noida earlier, and spending the, you know, playing the first hour of it over and over and over again. And this is much, this is a much better curve, in my opinion. We just had to get there. Okay, so we don't have any brains. We can get the sewer key immediately. How much for that? Jesus, that's pricey. Okay. I want to buy the bleed dot area, probably. Okay. We'll have to come back for the sewer key in a second. So the ones on one side are consumable items. I see how that works. It seems useful, but I'd rather save my money. Ow, balls. Plus side seems to have a very long duration. Okay, definitely want to pick up the drug lord upgrade, seeing as they seem to have become common now. Let's see. Go back to the shop, grab the sewer key. All in. Let's see. Yeah, let's just keep picking up characters. I'd like to unlock Act 2 things, but my survivability there's a little rough. I'd rather just be able to play whoever I want, wherever I want, whenever I want here. The damage over time effect is kind of nuts. Wow. Well, that was easy. I'm like the upgrade system here. I wish there were more of them. Like, they were more prevalent. Like, I was kind of hoping the green upgrades were actually passives as well. So I could have both a bleed and a damage upgrade, but no dice. Yeah, I gotta go with that one. That's just too good. I am honestly spoiled by the B-baller. Just nobody else comes close. It's a little unfortunate. The one flip side is I do really wish I wish almost that the stat bonuses per character were actually just part of the upgrade system. Like you could put money into improving that specific type. Because I would love to put all of my money into the hobo and just like hobonage through everything. Unfortunately, that's not how this game works. It's a bit of a shame. $100 right off the bat. So either this run is mad busted, or yeah, they give you more money once you get to a certain point in the game. Which my assumption is I probably got that because I defeated the Lord of Lightning and now have to start putting money into it. That's my assumption. Okay, that ain't it. That'd be it. We have some money. Would I start investing in someone? Off-duty detective or SWAT? Let's go for the SWAT guys. They're common in the boss fight, and they seem like they'd be decent. Yeah, that or because you got brains for the next act in general. Possible? Either way seems quite possible, and the idea of accelerating previous levels to make it easier on you is exciting for me. Because there are some games where the early game on the roguelike are just as interesting and crucial. And there's others that not so much so. Roguelikes I could point at for like the early game being really important and interesting. Maybe Tower of Guns. Binding of Isaac, kind of, if only because the first level really does define a run. If you manage to get, your hands on, like, something amazing, or if you lose your deal with the devil. Like, both of those can really change your run velocity in different ways. That would be the best mechanics for a roguelike. It forces you to start in the very beginning of each area. Yeah, and so it's like, you're constantly kind of being challenged, but you don't get mired in an area that you've already cleared a billion times and you don't really want to spend time with. Come on, where's my b-ballers? Where's my boy? Where's my sweet fro man? I probably should not speak as such because terms of endearment are quickly going to make me sound insensitive. Hello. I found that one step from Eden really defines your deck build within the first zone or so. True. That is actually a game that I hope ends up with a difficulty curve closer to this. Because One Step from Eden is an absolutely fantastic roguelike design-wise. And, like, conceptually, but the actual execution is brutal. Oh, I should have actually taken her over. I haven't tried a Nightwalker yet. Is it just me, or did this area get bigger? The controls feel weird. I think it's just... Oh, you're talking about Binding of Isaac. I like Binding of Isaac. I always found its control scheme to be very simple and easy to understand. And I have never run into another game with an upgradable and, like, divergent attack like it. Let's see, have I played the new build of One Step from Eden yet? No, I have not. Unfortunately, got kind of busy, and like I was saying earlier with early access roguelikes, it's very difficult for me to play some of them nowadays. Like, let's see, Slay the Spire was one of those games that I could play hours on end, doesn't matter what build it was. That game was feature complete from the start, and to add more was just, you know, extra icing on the cake. One step from Eden, you definitely feel like it's still very much an early product. And it pays for it just slightly. Not in a bad way, but still. Let's see, One Step from Eden and Hades are too much busy for you. Can't concentrate with all that stuff going on at once. I'll watch, but playing would suck. Hades isn't so bad. I think the first 5 hours of Hades are kind of brutal as, like, you get used to the tempo. But it rarely ever felt like it was too much for me. I would agree with One Step from Eden, though. I definitely did feel like, what the hell is going on? More often than not, I was just like, what is happening? I almost feel like that game needs a bit of a meta progression just to smooth it out, or the Hades-style God mode, where every time you lose, you get a slight damage resistance. Like, I feel like that would be the easiest immediate solution to that game. Maybe. Okay. Damage is really good. But I gotta be careful. Because I'm very shootable as I currently am. And that's not great. Okay. Doesn't look like we got too much here. Very quick, too. Oh, and we've got a bleed effect on our weapons. Okay. Well, I don't think we have anything else. Time to do this area. It's very interesting how different devs have different takes on early access. On one end of the spectrum, you have games like Factorio that are early access, but I mean, other games wish they were that feature complete. Okay, there's my B-baller. There's my boy. I can freeze that truck. I can freeze the boss. That's not busted in the slightest. Holy crap. Ow. Missed that. We'll have to get a health upgrade at some point. Or just wait until... Wait. Maybe I should... I like the idea of the B-baller. But maybe it's time for a bit of a change. Okay, we lose the SWAT guy. We go with this. Hello, money! Thank you. Okay, so we do have to reload with this guy, which is a bit of an issue. That's part of the reason why I like the B-baller so much, is that I can just go around. Okay. So, let's get the SWAT guy and then start saving our pennies for the other characters. The rest of these guys, these 4 elite ones, they don't show up often enough for me to really want to invest in them. Especially when I really want to work on... Probably should have actually grabbed that. The regeneration one seems like it might have been amazing. Would definitely mean I could last a lot longer. But whatever. Onwards! But no, I would still say, like, despite the fact that One Step Forbidden is in kind of a rough state right now, a lot of it... I really should focus on this game. Oh, got a giant amount of hair wrapped around a toe. That's weird. Even though it's, like, kind of in a rough state, it's still a very good game, and it's very promising. It's just a matter of just kind of like, well, that's what early access is for. I would say Factorio is an anomaly. There are very few early access games that you can really point at where that sort of, like, immediate level of, like, content for being quote-unquote early access. Like, I think it would almost be unfair to compare Grimworld and Factorio to any other game in terms of, like, how to handle early access done right, because both of those games have been in development for actually a considerable amount of time at this point. And so, you know, most other games just don't stand a chance by comparison. Though I think I will always personally prefer... let's see. Extra damage. Oh, that's a lot of max HP. I think I will always personally prefer the... I think I'll always personally prefer how Nova Drift handled it, where the game effectively was done, and he's just been adding things ever since. You know, kind of keep your vertical slice perfect, and then widen it out and make it a little bit taller slowly. Oh, right. We actually have enough money to get the fan ladies at this point. We should do that before I screw myself over. I think I got a brain from them. You get the brains from the mini-bosses, from what I can tell. Yep. Okay, so that's 2 brains now, so let's go back. And let's go unlock the geisha character. Alright, and kickboxer. Yeah, let's just keep putting money into this. Because being able to become half these characters would make a massive difference. What is that one? Brute force. Oh man, I can't wait till we can actually afford to buy half these things. So you don't lose money between acts. I know, I'm quite aware. Like I said, the only reason why I quote-unquote lost money between acts was because I was spending it on unlocking playable characters. That's the only reason. Oh, these freezy bullets are mean. I like them. Let's see. I think just to finish my last thing about One Step from Eden, I really should focus on this game. I think the thing that it needs the most, truly, is it needs the ability to upgrade cards and have, like, unique upgrades for each card. Because as it stands, most of the upgrades are kind of boring. Roguelikes thrive on variety. It's funny, you just see rotating spikes there. But yeah, roguelikes thrive on variety. But also, like, deck builders thrive on customization and, like, fine-tuning. And not being able to fine-tune to that degree is kind of rough. Damn it. Alright, we gotta start using some of these items. I got too many of them. Naga Saraya. Do I take damage on this? No, I do not. Well, it was about time anyway. Does seem like this person is regenning constantly? Damn it. Damn it. Walked right into that one.
Game over.
We gotta get a couple more, and we'll be good to go. Oh, still, we're making a lot more progress on this than I thought I was going to make. I was actually a little bit worried. Like, I was worried we were going to be stuck in low level forever. And, like, we're definitely in this position of mostly spending our time in Act 1. But we have a fighting chance in Act 2. I just have to play the right characters. So I think the Drug Lord is okay, but I think I'm going to mostly stick to the B-Baller just because having to wait for reload times is kind of annoying. Okay, let's actually get over here real quick and pick up some damage. Because that's so much easier. And yes, it does look like we're getting considerably more money now that we've made some progress in T2. I think. I mean, $62 is not that much, all things considered, but it's a lot. Let's see. Co-op for this game could be fun, but I don't think Shell would like it. Yep. Maybe for the last bit, I will convince her to join me, but I think the limited screen space would be kind of a problem if you have to dodge and whatnot. Shell is much more of like a... Oh, what's a good example of co-op? Jet Force Gemini is probably not a good... Okay, here we go. Super Mario Galaxy. That's probably a little bit more recent. But Shell definitely is kind of the Super Mario Galaxy co-op. You know, the low stress and low responsibility. Let's see, 10 max HP. Heck yeah. I like the randomized stats. I do wish they came with some more unique effects here and there. Just rarely. I think if there was an online co-op or something like that, she could get behind it. Where we both had our own screens. But even then, I think I'd rather play Helldivers with her. Which, speaking of, now I really want to play Helldivers. I've actually never played it. Mainly just because, like, I don't like friendly fire in games, and I've heard the friendly fire in that game is kind of rough. But that said, like, I'm starting to do more multiplayer again. Either just randomly with friends or like organized with certain other streamers and YouTubers. I mean, who ideally would also be friends, but still. There we go. Get the poison damage over time effect. I'll take it. Let's see. Not the strongest. I'll go with this one. Let's see. So we're not getting nearly as much cash this time around, which is a bit of a shame. But I kind of understand why. As at this point, we have everything that we could kind of need from Act 1. Maybe I should try playing the male girl. Nope, there's the money. That's what I was looking for. Okay, I mean, it's not as much as previous ones, but still. Assault Android Cactus is still your favorite twin stick, but Neurovoider and Neon Chrome are both better than Helldivers. I didn't like Neurovoider as much as I thought I would. It was one of the... That's actually a weird example of a roguelike that I absolutely wanted to adore and just couldn't. No matter what, playing that game just made me uncomfortable. I think a lot of it just had to do with how punishing it felt. Let's get the extra parasite life. I'm not going to be silly here and go for a weak upgrade when I could go for an extra life. It had really neat weapons, but the main problem with it was just like none of them did anything different. You know, maybe you had like a better machine gun or a bigger bullet or a bigger boom or something. But there weren't like crazy unique effects to really make things stand out. And like, I know this game kind of suffers from the same problem. I'm just getting damage or HP upgrades. But there are just enough unique upgrades in regards to like the fire damage over time effect there. You know, getting that potentially might not change the run, but it's enough of a variation that it feels interesting to me. It's not that it was punishing, it was that it was just boring. Like, every Neurovoider run felt like every other Neurovoider run with minor differences. And that's hard on me. Because I like my roguelikes to be varied. Whoops. Shoot. I like my roguelikes to be very, like, have heavy variation in how they perform and, like, what happens in them. If they don't have that, it tends to honestly drag. And so, like, I mean, I guess I'll use this game as a mild example of both good and bad. Obviously, every b-baller is the exact same in this game, but there are enough different playable characters that it at least feels slightly different and interesting as a result. I think it still does limit the shelf life a little bit. Like, it would be really nice if there was just straight up double shot as like a rare upgrade that you could find, because I think that would be insane. Like, we've already got the ricochet shot, so like, I don't know. I will always advocate for wild and interesting power-ups that make you into this broken mess of a creature, but the end result is fun. So, like, it would be kind of cool if there was the occasional upgrade in this game for everyone that makes it so your attacks ricochet. And it makes the B-ballers ricochet more. Or, yeah, double shot. Which would make certain characters a lot stronger than others, obviously. Just because I still remember some of my Binding of Isaac runs. Some of my 400 or 500 Binding of Isaac runs. Largely because of the insane combos that I managed to smush together over the course of things, and it felt really good. I was hoping we'd get more money this run. I want to buy dumb shit. Well, that's okay. That was a decent amount of money. I'll take it. There we go. Just gotta refresh the B-baller so he is slightly less trash. I'm hoping we can get a little bit more money. I'm gonna go for the fire shot this time around because I feel like that could help. I think that was the fire shot in the store. Okay, let's not stand next to the explosives, because that would go badly. Oh, no, we're already done with this whole area. Let me see. There's the cash. Give me the money. Give me that sweet cash. So did you ever like Lisa the game? I actually never played Lisa the Painful RPG. It's up there in terms of like games that I would actually like to put my time into. Just for the just to say that I have. But time is not ever on my side. I know it's not particularly long, but there's that. Yeah, Freeze was OP last time. Yeah, it was. It was maybe a bit OP. We'll see what we get from the other thing. Let's see. I only need 50 more bucks, so I might be able to get it. Yeah, quad shot's always OP in most games. And it's also so very fun. Oh, this ain't anything. Did we fight the mid-boss already? We must have. Ah, shoot. Do we not get enough cash? Yeah, we're not going to get enough cash here. Damn. Oh, right, I fought that guy. Well. Yep, fire damage over time effect is too expensive. So the question is, do we save our dosh? Or do we put it into off-duty detective or something like that? No, let's save our dosh. We want to get characters on Act 2. Oh, I forgot about this sewer. Damn it. Sorry, brain. I just went for an exit. I wasn't thinking which exit. I did kind of wish the poison stacked. Okay, I will take cop. I don't even care. Oh. Okay, this guy might be kind of fun. We'll want to try the other SWAT guy. I'm not a big fan of that sound effect. But he's pretty dang good at clearing the field. Okay. There we go. There's a healthier version. Excuse me, you. Get out of here. Alright, so far so good. We get our cash. We get a sewer key. That's a decent amount of money. And yeah, shotgun should be kind of neat. I was really hoping I could use the rocket launcher on one of these guys, but whatever. But yeah, can't go back for the sewer, which is a mild sadness, but it's fine. What is this? Lifetime item lifetime extension. Eh. See, so what are the skulls under the character's face? You know, I honestly have no idea. I've been trying to figure that out. I was assuming, I think it's character grade. If you notice, this guy's base damage and special damage are kind of bad. That's probably it. Because I can't think of anything else.
Stage clear.
Oh, they go up as you clear rooms.
Stage clear.
I wonder, maybe if it's... Okay, they go up as you're playing. So maybe it's actually more of a, your character gains experience.
Asia Town.
And so the longer you keep one guy, the stronger they are, as kind of a reason why you want to stay as one guy, but not a limitation. That'd be smart. Okay, I'm just gonna go with her. Okay, so we've just got a murder tornado just going around. Let's just go for the raw damage. Damage is okay. I think I still prefer the B-baller. But then again, I'm not accounting for doing twice as much damage. I do stand by my statement of, I do really wish the, Oh. There's a new one. I do really wish poison damage stacked, so the more you poison an enemy, the more poison or the more, like, damage over time effect they take. But a lot of that probably just has to do with the fact that it feels weak in the moment, even though it's not. It's really... You want that weakness effect that it affords. What is this? Elemental immunity. Interesting. Unsure. Probably better that I get the kickboxer. Because that's somebody else to use. Especially in boss fights. Mini boss fights, honestly, too. Because we're barely even used to them at this point. And Laser Man. That's interesting. Seems more like a CC ability than anything else. This concerns me. Okay, is that it? I think we're good. Alright. Upgrades! A little bit of damage. Yeah, let's go for the damage. Because if we get anybody stronger than this, we're going to want to... Well, I mean, honestly, even she does a decent amount of cash. Damage. I could do it. See, the ability level has a lot to do with it. Level 5 ice was great. Level 5 ice was great. The damage over time was amazing, but honestly it was the freeze effect that was the best. Okay. Getting a lot of cash here. Oh, I wonder if I actually get the mid-boss, I wonder if I actually get the mid-boss, like the ability to capture a mid-boss. Could I just take them over right then and there? Ooh. That's a consideration. I might want to start saving my pennies for that. Oh. Can't pass through the grate. Oh. I wonder if I can... Ooh. That's a question. I assume if I just drop my body, it will be like the host body, we might actually be able to go in there. Okay. So far, so good. We're getting a lot of cash. It's quite helpful. Okay. So far, so good. I'm just gonna let the tornado go. Oh! That person's still alive. Shocking. Right. Anything else? Yeah, I doubt we're gonna be able to get the riding upgrade yet. Let's see. It's this jerk first. Okay, let's clear the rest of the level before we fight that mid-boss. He killed me last time, and that was kind of rough. I figure we want to spend our cash beforehand. Just to unlock new characters. Don't think I'm going to go for elemental immunity. I actually have no idea if that would prevent me from dying to lasers. Because that would be kind of rad if I was straight up laser proof. So what damage types do we have? Oh. We might want to try that. Okay. Let's try elemental immunity. So now I'm just immune to every status effect? Oh, we did get the Sumo Fighter brain. I guess let's grab that. I'll put the rest into him. Gonna take a while to get that guy, but that's fine. I'm just really curious if I can walk through this guy's lasers. Nope, can't ignore lasers. Okay. Come at me. Come at me. I said come at me, you coward. There is a very generous lag time for dodging in this game. Holy crap. I love it. Alright, so we get the secret code. Let's see. Weak damage, some max health. Let's go with that. Right. We get a brain. Okay, so we want to go back here. Come, brain. Give me probably Techno Samurai. Hey, don't forget the room with the grate. That's what I was thinking. My biggest fear... I'm gonna drop this body. Well... Hello? Okay, so that's... probably worth it. Yeah, we can try and attack the... No, I can't become it. So... Nope. And I think I broke this. Need the key to go to the industrial district. So I actually have no idea where the passcode goes. Well... Time to go to the Ancient Warrior without anything. We'll figure it out.
The Ancient Warrior.
Hello, Ancient Warrior. Luckily, this time around, I can actually yoink bodies. Okay, and both of the ads are currently melee. So if I can avoid hurting them. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going back to her. Uh-oh. This suddenly got bad. I don't have any butchers. Or weird archaeologist whipmen. Shit. What? Already? God damn it. Stupid lasers. Ah! Killed myself with it. Okay.
Over.
I got time for one more run. Then I think I'm done. That said, we're getting better at this. The boss seems crazy. I think the main issue is just, again, I need to get my hands on more of the dudes to take over, because there are a lot of blank periods where I'm just stuck with either whatever I can grab or just nothing at all, and that's bad.